My Nintendo Switch came in at Best Buy right on time like it was supposed to. I picked it up on Friday, everything. Get it home. No games, of course. I went to the Switch preview event on Saturday in LA. It was pretty rough. First, I woke up late, and then I got lost in LA about 5 times. GPS was the only thing that saved me. Finally got there. There was only about an hour of time left remaining at the event, so I went straight to the games. The first game I played was Splatoon. We had to use Pro controllers, which I'm not used to. I was playing poorly compared to how I normally play on the Wii U, because normally I just use motion controls and the gamepad, and that's my normal. That's what I'm accustomed to. It was weird using the analog stick to aim where I wanted to shoot. Although I think there was gyro controls on too, or maybe it was just my imagination because I was moving my arms all over the place while I was playing because I thought motion controls were on because I'm so used to it. I think it was just my imagination. I don't think motion controls were on, although I might be wrong. I tried out the new weapon, the Splat-Dualies, because I wasn't used to controller. I couldn't really figure out how to dodge that well. I played every single match using the Splat-Dualies, but I couldn't dodge very well, so I just decided not to dodge, and I still played really well. Out of the 4 matches that I did play, I placed top every single time. I was the top player on my team. It's not really surprising coming from me though, because I have an A+ rank in Splatoon. Everything in Splatoon 2 felt fine. Like I said, my only gripe is the dodging. Like in regular Splatoon, I didn't find myself using my special very often because my main weapon in Splatoon is the Tentatek splatter shot, and the Inkzooka usually leaves me vulnerable and usually gets me killed, so I don't usually use my special weapon that often. So because I'm so used to that, I didn't use this special very often when I played the Splatoon 2 demo. The next game I played was ARMS, and that was one of the 2 games I was really excited about playing. That one in Splatoon 2. At first, it felt kind of weird having to hold the Joy-Cons, not in how they're usually shown, but to like hold them sideways kind of. Like it was kind of weird at first, but then it felt natural. The controls were very responsive when it came to blocking and punching. The only time I got frustrated was when my opponent was faster than me, because it's not a response issue with the controllers. It's just when you try to block and you can't block, it's your fault because you didn't block fast enough. ARMS was a lot of fun for me, and it's a game that I was on the fence about getting, but after playing it and feeling how natural everything is, like I would definitely play this using the motion controls, even though I was getting kind of tired because I don't usually exercise my arms that much. The third game I played was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't plan on getting this game, but I figured while I was at the event, I might as well play it. For this game, I also had to use a Pro controller, so again, my whole groove was thrown off because I wasn't accustomed to where the buttons were and everything. I've never used any Pro controller in my life, not for Wii, Wii U, Switch, nothing. I've never used a Pro controller, so it was very weird for me to use one at the event. We only had 20 minutes to play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The first 7 minutes of it was eaten up by cutscenes and beginning dialogue and such. By the time you actually got to the game, I felt like there wasn't that much you could do. Not to say that there's nothing to do in the game, but for the demo I had almost no time, and half, if not more of the time, was just eaten up by cutscenes, and time I was playing, because I was using a Pro controller and I didn't know the controls, I kept mixing up A with B for some reason. I don't know, I've been doing that a lot. Like, I even did that on the Switch. Like, I've been mixing up A and B and what they do. Most of the time, I was running around. I kept confusing attack with jump. I'm sure it's a fine game past the controls, but for somebody like me who has honestly never played a Legend of Zelda game, although I do have the original, open world style games just aren't my thing. I'd get lost so easily. Which makes perfect sense because I got lost on the way to the event probably 5 times in LA, and if you've ever been to LA, there's no place to park and no place for you to turn around. So you're constantly moving, and if you accidentally pass up where you need to go, it takes you like 3 times as long to get back where you needed to go. And the whole time I'm like freaking out I'm gonna get like stabbed or something. What I got from the event, they gave us all a pin and they gave us 2 cookies. They also gave us tickets for food, but like I said, I showed up late. I didn't want to waste time eating food that I probably wouldn't even like because I'm a really finicky eater. Overall, it was a really positive experience. I really wish I hadn't woken up late and also gotten lost multiple times. As of now, I have a Switch with no games on it, and I'm waiting until ARMS comes out. I'm not getting Mario Kart 8, I'm not getting The Legend of Zelda. Those are topics all on their own. But for right now, I just want ARMS and Splatoon 2, and if they ever decide to announce Pikmin 4 this year, I would love that. I would so run out and get that because Pikmin is definitely in my top 3 game series.